Hi, my name is Christylez Bacon, and to start, I will start with my first instrument. Thank you, my friends. This is my first instrument. Why? Well, my mama was raising me, my older brother, and my little sister by herself. So I wanted to be a drummer. She couldn't afford the drums. So I had to be creative about creating music. Our bass sound comes from the sound that you get from the letter P, that puh sound. Let's all do that, puh. All right, it's very percussive. It doesn't work with A. A, see, there's no percussion right there. Now our second sound. All right. And then you learn different sounds like, and then you just replace them. And then when you learn this one, you might die trying to learn that sound. I just want you to know that. I got you. I want you to die trying to learn that sound. Because the spit is going out the wrong pipe, and then it's a near-death experience. So just beware. Have a homie on deck to help your life, right? So I do my stuff. But I have my good homie out here who's been showing me the ropes on all these things and going on, explain all this stuff to you. So I need you to take your left hand, your right hand, and bang your palms together extremely fast and loud to welcome up my partner in crime, Nistha Raj.
Indian classical music from India, there's two forms, one from the north and one from the south. The one from the north is called Hindustani, which is what I will be showing you today. So without the glissando, notes can sound like this. With the slide, so that's the mean. So I sit this way because having the fingerboard angled down this way allows me that flexibility to do those slides as opposed to holding it up here. It's a little bit more rigid. So the music is based on two things, melody and rhythm. In Hindustani music, our melody is called a raga. How many of you have heard Indian classical music before? Yes? We indicate the sum with a clap, and then our non-stressed beat is with a wave. So in a second, I'll get you guys to do that with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you heard my style, you heard her style. Now we're going to mix both of these things together and find a way for these two styles to exist and work together. folks heard it, they could rock to it, you know. And if Nistha's folks heard it, they'd be able to hear it and be like, all right, I can hear my influence in there. Because a lot of times when you mix in there with hip hop stuff, they just always like chop it up and then make it fit in the hip hop instead of just meeting everyone halfway, you know, and everyone being naturally who they are.
Could you elaborate on the process of meeting each other halfway when mixing your styles of like music?
All music is built on the foundation of time. So you're based on time. And if you can figure out the timing, you can make any and everything work, just like how everything just fit, you know what I'm saying? We're not...
Melody and rhythm.
Exactly. Melody and rhythm is the base. So that's my perspective of it.
We meet and we discuss, and I explain to him about the music. He really has taken the initiative to do his own in-depth study and really help blend the two styles together seamlessly in a way that is accessible to a great audience.
And Nistha does her homework too. Like I saw in the club last week, and I was like, "Oh, what's up?" I like, "Is that trap music? What are you doing to that?" She's like, "Oh, I'm doing homework, baby." I'm like, "Oh, excuse me."
Every Friday night.
Every Friday night. I'm like, "Oh." Does anybody have a good 16 bars of hot fire that they could place upon this music that we create?
Get a bit of a reprieve, trying to breathe. Take it easy, you know I'm skeezing. You know I'm swagging, I take it easy. I'm macking, I make it cheesy.
The mother goddess returns to the place of her birth as another odyssey earns its own place in the hearth of the myths and the memories of the races, the sages. She has the gift of serenity and grace for the ages. Astride on a steed she wields the trident of Shiv, destined to save the gods as she was his bride and his queen, resting in nature's arms. Now she has decided to leave her mountain abode and come here to find some reprieve. That's verse 1, 8 bars. That's the mythology. That's like the gods and goddesses. And this is what happened in the city. In the city of joy, where the pretty photos are droids and pretty Polaroids. Built in Kumar Tuli, then silting the hoogly. This lynching so artfully while feeling googly. While the starving stay carving all of our cavalier bandals. We're singing songs of belonging, the monster dragging their sandals. Wax palaces burning, the barn doves are inside. But life's pallet is yearning, maybe the doves haven't died. We roam the crowded metropolis, as devout as the populace can get, while toppling minarets and offering cigarettes to philosophers who forget our debts. As the coffers get bigger yet, as the coffers get bigger yet, Kolkata's cup runneth over, and it's up to our shoulders. Hope, collar up until the puppetry's over. The folks all a throb, now the yoke's got a job. Through the smiling third I hear their hopes and their sobs. Done.